introduce Shelly Covert. She is the Executive Director of CHIRP, and she is the spokesperson for the Nevada City Rancheria Nisenan tribe. So thank you, and here's Shelly.
Hey, Shelly! Woo! Omakani, everybody. Sasaka, I heard that out there. Omakani. Homoya bemi, Nishanana memi wakabni, Lidam lily yapimni, daspah hedidi. I'm Shelly Covert, and I'm the spokesperson for the Nevada City Rancheria Nisenan tribe. We were the tribe that was here before the gold rush came, and barely survived that time, but we came out on the other side, and we are still here. We've never left our ancestral homelands. I'd like to share about this place we're all meeting and getting together today. This has always been a place of trade. My grandpa used to think it was funny because it's still the fairgrounds, and he said, that place must like that. And I like that. It's the spirit of the place that calls people to come and to get together and to celebrate and trade and have some good food and good company. I would like to start with an old song. I'd also like to share some of the new songs that we've brought into community. And this song is asking for blessings from Estumyanim. It's asking for luck. And Estumyanim is our sacred mountain where all life comes for us, all life comes from for us, and where we go when we die. And our spirit travels to the mountain where we have our first spirit food, and then we go and travel off to the Milky Way. And so I would like to share this. Nam, Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Bineta, Estumyanim, Yamenan, Leyuio, 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 Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Bineta, Estumyanim, Yamenan, Leyuio, 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 Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Bineta, Estumyanim, Yamenan, Leyuio, 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 Ayuyu, Nam, Ayuyu, Nam. Hui! I have to admit that there's something really cool when there's other Native folks around, and when you yell at the end of a song and everybody else yells, it's like, whoa, that's so cool. I'd like to bring my auntie out, who's here with me today. This is my Aunt Sarah. My mom's younger sister. May I go on to one of the mics with the... I need my hands. Thank you. Can you hear me out there? Oh, there we go. All right. This is one of the new songs that we brought. We don't have any fluent Nisenan speakers in our community, but we've been trying to revitalize the language. And before my grandmother passed away, she knew songs and phrases and stories and words but we don't have any fluently speaking folks who speak Nisenan to teach to the younger generation. So part of our mission has been to revitalize and reclaim the language that was taken from the people so long ago. And this song was made by us, and it's difficult because I think in English, so I have to think the lyrics in my head, and then we go to language class and translate that into Nisenan. And sometimes it's magical that the Nisenan words fit the meter and the rhyme and the tempo, that the English just happened to be in my head. So, but this was one of the songs that we did together. Sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam. Wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim. Ya pai toto, ya pai toto, ya pai toto, ya pai toto. Sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam. Wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim. Ya pai toto, ya pai toto, ya pai toto, ya pai toto. Sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam. Wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim. Ya pai toto, ya pai toto, ya pai toto, ya pai toto. Sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam. Wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim, wubum kuyanim. Ya pai toto, ya pai toto, ya pai toto, ya pai toto. Sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam, sole mere guenam. Thank you, Aunt Sarah. Hey, where are you going? Oh, I thought she was leaving me.
You touched my spirit. You touched my spirit. You touched my soul.
Thank you.
Isn't the promised land our true goal? Turtle Island? Leonard Peltier's been down 44 years. Now the whole world walks a true trail of tears. The 40-day strike sets his brother free. That be the nature of a beautiful prophecy.
Thank you.
I say it, you hear it, it is so. Aho. Yeah, don't interrupt me.
All right, thank you. All right, I think we will do a new song.
I didn't interrupt you.
You don't know this one yet, Auntie?
You should think about that. You get plenty of space as a white man.
All right.
That was not okay. What you did was not okay.
Oh, before I begin this song, I would just like to say that the Nevada City Rancheria Nisenan tribe, we are currently a terminated tribe. We lost our federal recognition in 1964, and we are seeking to have that restored. If many of you are from here or local, you may have seen that we've started a campaign to have that federal recognition restored. And if you would like to learn more about the tribe And we're the same people. We've never left our homelands, and I know that's really rare. As I meet other tribes and learn about the federal relocation program that happened, and people leaving the res to get out of poverty, and the reasons that people were taken during the boarding school era and dispersed out of their homelands, I really didn't know until I started getting out of Grass Valley and meeting other tribal people that it really is rare that a people is in its homeland. And it's not that it doesn't happen, but it is a rare thing, and it's a beautiful thing. And so I would really encourage you, please, if you have the time, to check out our website. It's nisenan.org, Nisenan.org. And you can find all of our letters of support and the things that our nonprofit CHIRP is doing to support the tribe in its restoration of its federal recognition. So thank you. All right. And I will end with this, and then I'm going to introduce you to a new friend of mine. Her name is Lyla.
She's really cool.
All right. So where we are is Daspah. That's the Nisenan town where we are, Grass Valley, this place here. Nevada City, under Nevada City is Ustama. The Lake Wild area is Pampacan and Kokosa. Our place over by Browns Valley in Brownsville is, that ridge over there is called Umpipil. And these names have almost been forgotten and removed from the landscape. So this new song was written to honor these places, and Humwak is our family. And Hededi, the word you'll hear, is here. We're here, this place. Nisam kawa Hededi, daspah humwakuni, bilbil humwakuni, silwa humwakuni, nisam kawak hederi, nisam kawak humwakuni, nisam kawak hederi, daspah hederi. Opa koto, opa koto, nisam kawak hederi, daspah humwakuni, ustama humwakuni, nisam kawak hederi. Thank you. Woo. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. And I would like to thank you all for listening. Please check out our support that we need for recognition. And I want to invite my new friend Lila Jun to the stage. I was introduced to Lila, heard that she was coming here, and I'll let her tell for herself. I mean, she's got, I don't know if you call it a resume, it's a life experience sheet or whatever. She does a lot of really great things out there in Indian country, and I'm really proud to have her support today. And so thank you, Lila. Thank you so much.
Yes. Please give it up one more time for Shelly Covert. Ja, het is aroshid ne is nanisht ejitkachi inishli don halkait ne eb ashishi ashihe de shiche belgana eda chanele tas New Mexico dink na sha akwit ego de ne as aninishli. I wanted to introduce my clans. I am Diné of the Black Charcoal Streak Division of the Red Running Into Water clan of the Diné Nation. And we are also incorrectly known as Navajo. We are indigenous to what is now called New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, and Utah. However, has much older names than that. We call it Dinetra. And I think we are all very, very, very fortunate to learn from Shelly today. The Nisenan Nation is the original inhabitants of this area, as you have gathered. And it is very, very beautiful that we get to learn these place names from her. It's very beautiful that we can begin to honor the local land by its original name, because these languages are supposed to be gone. The intention of the government policies was extermination. We are not supposed to be here, but we are here, and I think I just feel very honored to have learned these words, and to even hear them spoken is a very rare thing, and I hope they are spoken for many, many millennia to come. And so it is incumbent upon us to learn these words. It is incumbent upon us to use these words for our children, to teach them, because the names that we have for this land are usually inaccurate. For instance, America comes from the word, the name Amerigo Vespucci, right? And he was an explorer, but I think perhaps more accurately, he was more like a pirate, because he was on commission to find slaves and gold. And so we prefer not to name this sacred land after a brother who was very lost, and a brother who needed help, psychological help, because no one should ever enslave another person, and gold is not worth the bloodshed that it always takes to find it. And so we prefer to call this we prefer to call this land Turtle Island instead of America, which comes from a Anishinaabe or Ojibwe or Chippewa, all mean the same, roughly the same nation, their creation story, when Sky Woman fell from the earth on a turtle's back and created the land known as the North American continent. So we are so happy to be here with you tonight. I just wanted to share a little bit of information and then do a song. Shelly asked me to come up here on stage with her to share a teaching, or she didn't ask me to do this, but I offered. And that is that my elder, the late Larry Emerson, he's a Diné man from Shiprock, New Mexico. He told me, he's my elder, he said, Lila Jun, when you go out there in the world, you're gonna encounter lots of indigenous nations. They're gonna speak a different language than you, they're gonna wear different clothing than you, they're gonna have different creation stories than you. And he said, wherever you go, always follow the ceremony of the people from that land. Always follow that, because you are a desert native. You speak the language of the desert. Denebazad, the people's word, that is the sound of the desert speaking, and it speaks through us. But you go to California, you don't know the language of the Madrone. You don't know the language of the Manzanita. You don't know the language of these rivers. Shelly speaks that language, for this context. Or maybe you go to Quebec and you see the brothers and sisters living there who hunt seals. They speak the language of the ice. They speak the language of the caribou. And so wherever you go, he said, always follow the ceremony of that land. He said, that's how we maintained peace and harmony within our communities. Because in this state, this imaginary state called California, which doesn't really exist except for in our heads, over 80 languages were spoken here. And so you had great linguistic diversity and biodiversity right here. Most of our children were multilingual. Maybe they had an Ohlone mother and a Miwok father, and they spoke both Ohlone and Miwok dialects. And so that's how we maintained peace with so many different nations, with so many different languages, is when we went to another person's home, we always respected them and always asked permission, and we followed their lead, because they have the scientific information about how to live on this land sustainably for millennia at a time. And so I'd really, really appreciate following Shelly. And I asked her permission if I can speak today, and I'm also going to be performing this weekend. Because if WorldFest invites me, that's great, but have the Nisenan invited me. In my view, this is their land, and I'm honored to follow their lead.
Yes.
So yeah. Maidu. Shelly was teaching me Maidu as a term is probably a term we should stop using, because it's very misleading. There are 4 major Maidu groups, she says, but none of them even speak the same language. She said that the Eurocentric anthropologists came up here, and I studied anthropology at Stanford, so I know how it is when you come up here and we start categorizing things we don't understand. But they came up here and they said, okay, this is the Mountain Maidu, this is blah, 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 without really understanding the nuances and the complexities of the various languages spoken here. And so she's saying that it's a misleading term. And so Nisenan is a good word to use for this area, Yuba River area, and it means from among us. And so it's incumbent upon all of us to learn that word and use it. And when you say, someone says, hey, where are you from? You could say Grass Valley, but if you want to be really cool, you can say, I'm from occupied Nisenan territory. So that's how you be like super cool. Okay, I'm just gonna do a song real quick, and then I'm going to turn it over to the lovely Mignon and Anna, who run Indigenous Village over there, and who have put a lot of work into this area, and bringing Indigenous voices to this festival for many years. So, the only last thing I'd like to say before I do this song is that we are also sitting in a land that glorifies the gold rush, right? Right over there we have a monument, which monuments are meant to bring glory to things, right? And that monument brings glory to the mining technology that allowed the gold rush to occur. And as we were driving, my fiance and I, we were driving through here, we're like, wow, Gold Rush Subaru, Gold Rush Chevy. We tried to get something on Craigslist, it's called Gold Country. We're like, wow, this place like normalizes and even glorifies the gold rush, and gently, lovingly, with all the forgiveness and joy in my heart, I want to offer that this is no thing to glorify. The gold rush is equivalent to the genocide of the indigenous peoples of this land. It was the gold rush that was a catalyst for many native extermination policies. And perhaps you know this, perhaps not, but you could carry a scalp of a native person to Sacramento in those times and receive money for it. So we had bounty hunting of our people. That was not only genocide is no exaggeration, it was full-blown attempted genocide. And for that reason, we oftentimes have lighter skin color as a native people today, right? Because when your whole village is reduced by 98%, sometimes you have to marry into another race just to keep your line going because of that genetic bottleneck. And so a lot of times we are in this position where the government takes away our tribal status, the government forces us into a situation where we can't keep our race going, and then we're no longer seen as true indigenous peoples because we don't look indigenous or we don't speak our language, which was intentionally stamped out. And so I also believe in forgiveness, though. I believe all of this can be forgiven, and I believe all of this must be forgiven, because it is only until forgiveness occurs that we are truly healed. And forgiveness is always the most sweet when it comes with the other side apologizing, not just with their words, but with their actions each and every day. So I want to humbly, lovingly, and gently challenge all of us to begin removing these monuments which glorify the gold rush and therefore the genocide of indigenous peoples, and replace them with things that perhaps give the accurate place names in the Nisenan language. Thank you all so much. I just got one song for you. Indigenous people, shine your light, we are equal, yeah. I remember the days when our prayers were illegal. I remember the days when being Indian was lethal, yeah. Yeah, we had a rough past, but get ready for the sequel. Get ready for the glorious comeback of our people, yeah. Rise up, all you warriors of love, all you answers to the prayers of our ancestors from above. I could feel it in my heart, can you feel it in your blood? I could hear the seventh fire calling us to wake up. All nations rise, rise up, 'cause now's your time. We don't have to hide anymore, 'cause now's our time. With forgiveness as my bow and my prayers as my arrows, pull it back and let go. I watch them fly like sparrows. Have hope, have hope. With compassion as my shield and faith down to my marrow, I will walk the pollen path even when it gets narrow. Yeah, yeah, resurrect. Yes, you can bet that we seen the single mama raising children on the res. We seen domestic violence tear apart what we have left. We seen the alcohol take it all and leave us dead. We've seen our children take their lives when they can't take the dread anymore. No, we can't take the dread anymore. Or no, I won't take the dread anymore, 'cause I can't take the dread anymore. Yes, it's a war, but we've seen it all before, and now we know we can change it, 'cause that's why we were born. We know we are the ones that we have been waiting for. Yes, we are the ones that Grandma has been praying for. So rise up, all you warriors of love, all you answers to the prayers of our ancestors from above. I could feel it in my heart, can you feel it in your blood? I could hear the seventh fire calling us to wake up. Pueblo hermoso, levántate, es nuestro tiempo. No tienes que esconderte más, porque ahorita es nuestro tiempo. This next verse is in Spanish to honor all the indigenous peoples who live south of the imaginary border, which has divided a continent that was once very much connected. Mujer indígena, tú eres tan sagrada y traigas medicina de tu suelo todavía. A pesar del abuso de tu cuerpo y tu tierra, respetamos tus ancestros y la suya cultura, hombre indígena. Tú eres honorable y yo veo la fuerza que todavía sobrevive. A pesar del abuso de tu raza venerable, yo respeto tus ritos, tus danzas, tus padres, guerreros del amor y guerreros de la paz. Sí, no vamos a escondernos más. We are warriors of love, we are warriors of peace, and we will not hide ourselves anymore. All nations rise, rise up, 'cause now's your time. We don't have to hide anymore, 'cause now's our time, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lyla.
They say that history is written by the victors, but how could there be a victor if the war isn't over yet? The battle has only just begun, and Creator is sending her very best warriors to Earth every moment of every day. And I'm glad to be fighting this battle with all of you. But this time we know it's not a battle between cowboys and Indians. That's over. It's a battle between all of the beautiful races of humanity together on the same side. And this time we are fighting our fear. We're fighting to replace our fear with love. And we know the only weapons we need in this battle are the weapons of truth and faith and love. And I love all of you so much. Have a beautiful day and give it up for the Indigenous Peoples Global Village.